Hi everybody, I'm Paul Kokity if you're finding me for the first time. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make some hand disinfectant spray for yourself should you find it low on the store shelves, or should you not want to be soaking your hands in 60 to 70% alcohol to disinfect yourself. So what I've been doing for my massage clients is I've been making these little hand sprays using these 2 and 4 ounce spray bottles. Amber tinted bottles help to protect against the UV light. Now they're also available in blue, but here I have brown. But I've been making these for my massage clients, and I've been using it on my own to go and disinfect my hands before going into stores, to lay down a little antiviral film, couple quick spurts onto each hand, and then also once I get back or out to the car, or even for like filling up at the gas station, do a couple quick sprays onto each hand afterwards to help disinfect my hands, to hold me over till I get home, for me to be able to wash my hands at home. So they're great options. Clients are loving them, and they smell great because the main disinfectant in them is essential oils, which is just like a concentrated plant chemicals, plant essence. Essential oils are fairly easy to pick up if there is a local natural food place, or here in the Chicago area where I'm at, there's plenty of Whole Food stores. But if you have a place that has more natural foods, supplements, stuff like that, chances are they will have some essential oils there that you can buy. Here's a couple examples. This is a 1/2 ounce size from a company called Acacia. Here's a 1 ounce size from a Chicago area company called Now Foods. Or here's a 2 ounce bottle eucalyptus from Whole Foods. But these are the most common size for the average person to pick up. You don't need larger than that, and this 2 ounce is overkill for most people. But essential oils are very effective to be used as antivirals. Certain essential oils are proven to be extremely effective against stuff like the coronavirus. Here in the example of Thyme. Thyme essential oil, its main ingredient is thymol, which actually is approved by the CDC as one of the effective disinfectant chemicals to be able to use against the coronavirus. So if you see some more natural disinfectant options out there, chances are they use thymol as the main ingredient. Alright, so what other ingredients do we need for making this mixture for the hand sprays? Well, if you look out there for whether it's for hand sprays or for freshening up your room, a couple of the recipes you see out there, they may just say to use water or distilled water, or another option if it involves for using on your hands is to use witch hazel. So to make it easy for you, if you just run down to Walgreens, you can pick up at least 3 different brands of witch hazel at Walgreens. There's the Walgreens brand of witch hazel, there's Dickinson's, and then there's Thayer's. My personal choice for making my essential oil blends is Dickinson's because they appear to have the least amount of ingredients, and also when I go to make the mixture, it's less likely to pull the essential oils out of the alcohol blend that's made. So oils seem to stay more dispersed with Dickinson's. The Thayer's, I instantly question it because it says it's natural, but the thing is, looking on the back, you see stuff like phenyloxyethanol. So they add stuff to, I think, cheapen making the mixture to keep it from going bad, instead of using more natural options to keep it from going bad. So I prefer to stay with something that is truly more natural. Okay, besides that, we have a water base and we have an oil base. As you know, those two do not mix. So in order to properly disperse the essential oil into the solution, you still need to use alcohol for that. But In the case of having sensitive skin, is a great thing is you do not have to use as much alcohol as in the other stuff that they're saying that you need to be at 60 or 70%. This you can use less than half of that amount of alcohol for making the blend. So alcohol will go a lot further with what I'm about to show you. Now, in order to disperse the essential oils into the solution, you need to have bought alcohol that's at least 75% alcohol, which is what, 150 proof. The stronger the alcohol, the better. In this case, this is 190 proof. The main company out there is Everclear, which is what you're most likely to find in the store if you can find it in stock. But this is an alternative called Gem Clear that is sold in the 1.75 liter. I guess that's called a handle. So one of these will last you a long time if you can find it in stock at any of your local liquor stores. Now, you need the stronger amount because especially if you experiment with different essential oils that use like more of like the tree resins, like the frankincense, the myrrh, cinnamon, stuff like that, you need a stronger amount, concentration of alcohol to fully dissolve those. Now for mixing this stuff together, I'm going to keep it pretty simple for the actual tools you need. You have one of these Pyrex glass measuring cups, which you can pick up in any store, and a shot glass, which will be able to measure stuff down to 5 milliliters and measure 1 ounce at a time, which the smallest measurement you get out of this is 2 ounces. So it's going to be hard to do the smaller measurements for the essential oils with just this. Now, if you want to get extra fancy and precise, you can go and pick yourself up a graduated cylinder that has everything marked out. This particular one goes up to 10 milliliters. So this would be to go the extra fancy route. And then you need to go pick up your spray bottles. In this case, what I will be making today is a 4-ounce bottle. And you will need some sort of funnel to be able to pour the solution into after you made it, whether it's the silicone, or here's a plastic one, or there's these little stainless steel funnels. Whatever the option is, you'll need a funnel. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to slideshow mode now because that should be more interesting to you than watching me pour stuff into a glass measuring cup, and it'll help keep me from getting too sidetracked talking about stuff. Please be lenient for the quality of my graphics here. I'm a massage therapist. I'm just getting into making these videos, and I have not taken a computer class since like 1997. So, okay, here is for just talking about creating the mix for our solution. You need to know the total amount, whether it's in ounces or milliliters. Milliliters are definitely easier for accurate measuring. You need to know your percentage of alcohol, the 25 to 30% range, and what that measurement will be. And then you need to calculate your essential oil percentage that you will be using based off of your skin sensitivity. It should be somewhere in the 1 to 3% range for effectiveness. If you have hardier skin, then you can be up around 3%. But if you are older, have thinner skin, have more allergies, or you're talking about using this on children, you probably should be more down at around 1 to 1.5% to accommodate you. You can add the essential oils to the alcohol, whether it's still in the shot glass, or you want to mix those together into the measuring cup, whatever you want to do. And then once it's fully dissolved, then you can add your water base, whether you're talking about the witch hazel that I've been talking about in the video, or if you want to do the aloe vera gel route, you can do that. But if you're adding a gel, you won't be using a spray bottle. You will be using a squeeze or pump bottle for that mixture. Now, for getting back on topic regarding the essential oils, this is the trickier thing for measuring things accurately. The best way to measure things out is actually using a graduated cylinder, something that you can get down to the 0.5 milliliter measurement or even the 1/10 of a milliliter measurement. If you go that route and get a graduated cylinder, or just try to do the best estimate in a shot glass, but it just really won't be the most accurate. You really need to break things down into milliliters, and then from that you can figure out your percentage for your essential oils. Now, if you go the other route, or the other option, other than to use a graduated cylinder, is to use what comes with the essential oil vial or bottle, which, looking at this picture, is a top of 2 essential oil bottles. That one has what's called a Euro dropper top, which is this plastic insert that allows to individual drops of essential oil to come out, or it may actually come with this little glass dropper screw on top. That's an alternative that you can measure stuff out by the drop. The only problem here is you sacrifice accuracy for your measurements, because thinner, less viscous essential oils like orange or eucalyptus, they can just almost pour right out of that dropper top, so it's harder to control, to measure accurately, and then the drops that do come out are smaller drops than if you use something thicker oil like cinnamon, clove, something thicker. Those larger droplets, you need less of them for each milliliter, and compared to the thinner, less viscous oil. So this is where you lose efficiency. But if you still go the dropper route of measuring things, there's 2 ways to calculate out in the aromatherapy world. One is to base things off of drops per milliliter, which the general consensus is that there's at least 20 drops of essential oil. But like I said, it can vary between 20 and 24 drops or so per milliliter. That's why the minimum amount I have here is 1.5% rather than 1%, because I want to make sure I'm at least 1%. So start at like 1.25 or 1.5% concentration, and then calculate the percentage for the milliliters, which for 4 ounces is comes out to 1.77 milliliters, which equals 35.4 drops. Now, the alternative is that you can instead figure out that for every 1% concentration you want to use, you use 6 drops per ounce of solution. That might sound a little complicated, but when you write it out, it's not. You figure out, okay, let's say we do 1%, you times 1% times 6 drops times 4 ounces, you get 24 drops. That's the math for figuring out drops per ounce of solution. So either way you can go. The only problem is, it's like I said, it's estimated for the percentage of what you're getting. But if you're doing this for personal use, is that you will be able to figure out if you're adding too much, that it's too sensitive for your skin. Now, as for actually talking about the essential oils to use, here's the main essential oils that I have found studies or research for showing their effectiveness against enveloped viruses, and specifically the coronavirus we're dealing with right now. These are the top ones to look at: thyme and eucalyptus. There's several studies for showing their effectiveness in solution, but also to be used in an aromatherapy diffuser. That will be another video to come for talking about nebulizers. But those are the 2 top essential oils to use. Sage is actually stronger, but it's a much more acquired scent to get used to. Oregano and melissa are 2 other really good ones to use. And then peppermint is considered one of the safest. It's not the strongest, so you don't have to worry about it as being as reactive with you for sensitivities, but the great thing is it maintains its effectiveness through an entire dilution range, that it's only second to sage as to how diluted you can make it and it still be effective. And then if you want to make a blend that's well-rounded for antiviral and antibacterial, here are the top antibacterials, at least for what I could find research for. The top contenders here are eucalyptus, lemongrass, orange, and peppermint, that I could actually find research saying that they're effective against all gram-positive and all gram-negative strains of bacteria. It was hard for me to believe that cinnamon and clove are not there with them, but I could not actually find the support for it. But those are extremely well-rounded for for being antibacterial still. Cypress is in the same boat as peppermint as being generally safe for most people. And then lavender and tea tree, the test results show they're not as effective against the coronavirus. They're better against non-enveloped viruses. So that's why they're stuck on this page. Since I'm telling you what to use, I've included a slide for talking about what's generally considered the maximum safe percentage for dealing with skin sensitivities. That you'll see a couple that are very high for value, and then a couple like sage, cinnamon, and clove that are down below 1%. Sage has quite the range to it because it depends on if you're talking about Greek or Spanish or whatever type of sage, that there's a variation between them for their chemicals. But I like to play it safe and keep it at 0.4% for its pungency, and that you don't know necessarily its chemical makeup. So anyway, using this, you can then throw together blends that I have 2 examples down below. The 3%, I just picked 3 essential oils that are all at least 1% for value, so they're equal. And actually this combination of thyme, eucalyptus, and orange is very pleasant as a hand spray or in a diffuser. And then even though 2.5% is a smaller concentration, we're using 2 more potent essential oils, sage and lemongrass, and then the addition of peppermint actually makes a very nice combination that reminds me of my trips to Thailand. So there's that. And then let's see, if you're trying to figure out, okay, what brands you should buy, this picture and the next slide shows the main companies that I like to buy from. SVA Naturals is one of my favorites right now because they have an amazing selection of essential oils and other products for making lotions, creams, whatever. And then also their test results for showing the quality of their ingredients, they're very thorough. Then some of the other brands, let's see, Now Foods and Sulu Organics are 2 Chicago area companies that I do like to buy local. But that's not to knock the other 3 companies here, or Acacia, Eden's Garden, and Plant Therapy are prominent names within the aromatherapy, essential oil, and massage world. So all these are excellent. And of course I stuck on Whole Foods peppermint one on the end there, just because for some of the essential oils, and if you need something short notice, Whole Foods has a nice selection. All these are viable options. Okay, there's the slideshow. Let's get back to the video. And there's my 4 ounces of my new hand disinfectant spray. Just screw in the top. And if you want to, you can stick a label on the outside. I will. I bought a whole bunch of these labels designed for putting on these sizes of bottles. And this is ready to go for whoever who wants it. I'm running out for my own personal supply that I've been using up, so I actually may just take this home for myself. So that's really all there is to it. Hopefully this helps for teaching you what to do. Of course, if you live in the Chicago area, or if you happen to be one of my clients, I already have this in stock for you to pick up at the time of your massage if you come in to see me. Now, for all those of you wondering what the heck you do to protect not just your hands, but to protect your lungs from the stuff that you're breathing in, well, there's a solution for that, which you will learn about in more videos to come from me. If you go ahead and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm sure I will get posted on my website, if not my Facebook page. But I will be talking about essential oil nebulizers, not just diffusers, but specifically nebulizers, and how to use these, which here I have pictured for in my massage office, that I've been trying to decide what I want to keep and what I want to be able to sell to clients. But I will be doing individual reviews on these and talking more in depth on how to use essential oils, not just to be preventive, but actually be proactive to disinfect your lungs. So please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.